see and hear some more.
Okay, now I'm gonna get that. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm almost ready. Okay.
It's Raina's.
Okay. For my capstone project, I co-hosted a kids open mic at the Black Sheep Restaurant with Sadie Hampton and with the help of my mentor, Sage Meadows. From September to
Who is it?
January of this year, I'd host and perform once a month.
Yeah.
The first time we held the open mic, September 28th, I learned how kids would sign up to perform and how Sadie or I would introduce them. Along with this, I learned how I can enhance the quality of performances by working the sound system correctly. The second time I hosted and performed, October 26th, I became more familiar with the procedure and more comfortable. A couple of days after Christmas Day was the next open mic. Considering the holiday, we noticed the crowd had minimalized as well as the number of performers. January 25th was the last open mic I was able to co host and perform at. It was also the first time I performed a duet at the open mic. Thank you, Zaire Coultier, for joining me to sing a couple songs, which made my final open mic experience much more fun and memorable. Due to holidays, some technical difficulties, and the outbreak of COVID 19, I was only able to participate at 4 open mics in total. Though this didn't stop me from growing in music and making the most of my capstone project. Having more time on my hands during quarantine in March, I made a YouTube channel. Anyone should be able to find it by looking up my name, Raina McIntosh. By making it, I realized I was also paving the path I originally hoped to pave without the limits of quarantine as the finale of my project. Putting my music out into the world was exactly what I wanted to do. Okay. I chose this project by firstly assuring it would be something I am passionate about, so I'd have extra motivation to get out of my comfort zone and put in my all. After I decided I wanted to do something on the topic of music, I contacted my music teachers, then met and brainstormed ideas with them. After talking with Sage Meadows, my general music teacher at this school, I decided upon this project in which he'd be my mentor. Before starting my project, some goals I had was to be able to better navigate myself on my musical journey and become more socially and musically confident.
Contestant.
What I most look forward to in this project was having special,
Oh my
heartfelt
god.
interactions with people I wouldn't on a regular basis, therefore reminding me of my love for music and its magical abilities.
Oh, I love that
What was
song.
most intimidating for me during this project was not only being a contestant for an open mic, but also a host. More specifically, it was the thought of having to get the audience's attention and be fully prepared to make the contestants and myself feel supported and ready to perform. Via text message, I contacted my mentor and discussed the date of the first open mic, then met with her and Sadie various times, talking about how it would go. Though reaching out to people independently to organize my project with, through reaching out to people independently to organize my project with, I learned that contacting is a simple yet powerful task. After a single click of a send or call button, I was meeting up with my music teachers at coffee shops, feeling excited about my independence and empowered to get my project on the road. I had many highlights in this project, but to name the most impactful was helping to support and inspire kids expressing themselves through music, as well as having those special, heartfelt interactions with audience members and with people I wouldn't usually. These were highlights for me because they're things I won't ever forget and will take with me throughout my future. It was challenging for me to decide on a solid ending for my project. I originally wanted it to be that I'd perform somewhere like the Brit, where I'd use the knowledge I gained while hosting and performing at the open mic to perform for a much larger audience. My second plan for an ending was to perform at the Women's March in the same concept. I was offered this incredible opportunity by a woman watching my final open mic performance with Zaire Coultier. This opportunity is luckily still open to Zaire and I, just not on the original date because of the pandemic. Another challenge for me was being fully present and prepared so I could be a good host and role model for the audience and contestants. The only monetary aspect to my project was a small compensation for food at the Black Sheep restaurant, which Sage and Sadie were always offered as well. I did gratefully accept this and usually ordered a small meal after I performed and hosted. This capstone stretched my boundaries musically and socially. Through hosting, I stretched my boundaries socially, and through performing, sorry, I stretched my boundaries musically. My advice to people deciding upon their capstone is to start as early as they can, do something they'd be passionate about, and to just believe in themselves. It is extremely important to do so, especially when dealing with a project so significant in their journey at this school. I would suggest doing this project because it is a unique, fun experience, and if one has the same mentor as I did, it is easy to adjust the project according to your personal goals. Although they are not here, thank you Black Sheep staff for supporting my project by allowing it to be held at the restaurant, and to all the contestants at the open mic for being patient and performing outstandingly. Thank you, Sadie Hampton, for co-hosting with me. Thank you so much, Sage Meadows, for mentoring with me. And thank you to everyone else, including my amazing teacher, Marcia, who participated in making this remarkable experience possible.
Made me cry.
Great job, Raina. I really enjoyed watching you perform.
Any questions?
Sorry. I just want to say you did a really great job, and I enjoyed watching you perform. And you're extremely talented, and I'm super proud of you.
Thank you, Khalid.
That's great. Raina, it looks like Melissa has a share for you.
Great job, Raina. I'm wondering, are you planning to start this up again once COVID restrictions are lifted? Will this be something that continues at the Black Sheep?
Raina, your picture's frozen. I'm not sure if your microphone's working.
I'm not totally sure. Oh, is it working now?
We can hear you, but you're holding really still.
Is it working? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead and share, honey.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, basically, I have thought of the future with the open mic, but I'm guessing that it will continue, and maybe someone in the 7th grade may take on this project again. Yeah.
So I think what I heard you say is that it might continue, but you wouldn't be the one hosting it. It would be a new.
Did you hear that?
A new person.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Raina. Good job.
I'm guessing so, yes. Thank you.
Yeah, I would, picking up on Raina here, I would recommend that there's a few nights I told her, she pulled me out of a funk. There was a night I just put on her channel and cooked some food and just listened to her sing. And it was awesome. I would definitely recommend you guys check out her, find her on YouTube, and just enjoy listening to that beautiful voice and the gift. Looks like Aixa has a question or comment for you. Go ahead, Aixa.
I think this is a great capstone that you choose, Reina, because you have an incredible voice that is unique, and good job with your capstone presentation. And yeah, that is a good project.
Thank you, Aixa.
Nice. And Sage, did you want to share something else?
Can I ask a question?
I just wanted to give a shout out to Raina. That whole thing when COVID hit her, just taking those steps to start her YouTube channel and start sharing her videos. That is very brave. And she came up with that on her own adaptation. And yeah, that's what musicians need to do right now. And that was just awesome. I was so impressed with that, Raina. Thank you. And hopefully we do keep doing the open mic and we can get everybody up on stage. Dave, you had a question?
Yeah.
Dave has a question.
So I've hosted an open mic for years now. So I'm just wondering if Raina felt like she got better at being a host during the whole time, and how she felt about if the performers improved too.
Good question.
Yeah. I think it definitely became more comfortable for me as time went on and I continued hosting, but I actually felt I did need that pressure that I had in the beginning to like really present myself well and be a good host. So
Yeah, it's hard to go from being when you think about singing so much, and all of a sudden you have to realize that you're going to have to talk, and that's very different. So good job, Raina. So proud of you.
thank you.
Yeah, Raina, that's an enormous accomplishment. And I also know that this is only the beginning for you. So I'm very excited to follow your journey. Yeah, great work. And people are posting a link in the chat there, so that's awesome, and a couple other little things. So, haha, got you now. All right, we've got Mateo and then Nico sharing here.